Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Wolong Fallen Dynasty on the Mysterious JG. I'm full of reheated homemade Indian food. I mean, it's using a store-bought sauce. But,
I hope to learn much on this excursion.
about your homemade Indian food. So here's what I learned during a quick check between videos. Well, we're not ready to level up by any chance, are we? That would be handy. So, what we actually have to do here is we're going to want to get rid of our fire stuff and replace it with earth stuff. Because, is it earth or is it wood? Yeah, there is no earth. Well, no, there's earth. Okay, sorry. So the spell that's supposed to be good is Imposing Slab. Which we can do. And then Engulfing Inferno, I think that might work, that we've had some success with in the past, is Deathly Bog. And I suppose we might as well replace Flame Woppet with Earth Woppet, in case we just go full-on Earth, Earth side of the world. But Metal is apparently pretty good against them, but Earth is the best. And like the one thing, because the fucking wiki for this game, it's Fextra Light. It's amazing. It's an amazing piece of garbage. Like graphics and these default page layouts with, like, you know, filler text and strategy coming soon for a game that's now been out for, like, you know, 2 years or whatever. It's hot garbage, but like, it at least lists weakness. And then when I read an actual Reddit thread that I looked at that was pretty short, said Imposing Slab works really well. So we're going to try to do this again. And I'm completely full of food, but sometimes just stepping away from the game for an hour and coming back really does a lot to help you. Just getting away from the game for a minute can be good. Let's see what happens. Maybe we should stick with Metal. Maybe I should go with Imposing Slab and stuff in Phase 2. I think we're definitely... Phase 2 was very disheartening when that appeared. But I'm pretty sure this is the end boss of the DLC. And from some other thread I read, this DLC is probably... This is probably the toughest boss in the collective game, from what I was seeing. Because they were complaining that the bosses in this DLC were too hard, and the bosses in the third and final DLC were not as over the top.
Maybe so. It reminds me of father died in Xiangyang.
I don't think a warrior of Tanshu's ferocity would resort to elixir. Something odd is going on. Well, now's not the time to ponder. Let's deal with the foes in front of us.
Okay, my key is low from having used so much magic, but otherwise, it's going really well right now.
To die in this place?
Yeah, it does. It seems to do really well against them, actually. Okay. Ow, ow.
I'd be out of options at a time like this.
Any chance of receiving some help here?
Hey, Joe, you shall redeem my honor. You're stepping into the jaws of death.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into this thing, but is somebody down? Sushoyu's down. Okay.
This. Have my thanks. I shall not falter twice.
I feel like you already did falter earlier in this fight, but okay.
Trust that you managed to push me this far.
You mustn't be so reckless.
Fuck! Oh, okay. Well, Earth is definitely the answer, I would say. Because he's taking a lot more damage from it. The poison bog thing was even afflicting it with something. Like, I guess it was slowing him down. Yeah, it looks like it, I think what I kind of gained, whatever. What I kind of got, because yeah, you know, I'd like to beat it on my own, but like, you know, when I was like, I had a whole video failure. Let me just check and see if there's any tips out there. And indeed, it looks like metal was a way to go, but that earth is a bit easier. So, am I going to go back and beat him again using earth after getting metal to work? No, no, I am not. And a thing I did not bother to do at any point in that was, other than like once or twice, I didn't really bother with Earth Whop it. Which maybe having that applied would have been good. It's only periodically that I even tried to hit him with sword attacks. Because that imposing slab, that was working really nicely. Maybe I should be looking to see if there's other Earth spells that are even better. I don't know. But he had a lot of health left. I was almost out of elixir. I think I had one elixir left at the end of that. I wasn't like super close, like clearly I was about to win or anything.
I don't think a warrior of Taishir's ferocity would resort to elixir. Something odd is going on. Well, now's not the time to ponder.
Ow, ow.
Let's deal with the foes in front of us. They're hanging by a thread!
Got stuck on the wall there. The maximum key meter was negatively affected by some of what we were doing to him. Fuck! I tried to heal him, and I think I was at like half health, but no, that. All right, yeah, no, I think this is the way. I think this is what we got to do. Earth. The Mudfield thing seems to be good. Don't know if it's a particularly useful use of time to occasionally get Earth Whoppet applied. I suppose it's something. It's possible there's something even better than imposing slab in the Earth Tree to use. I could take a look, but it hasn't always seemed like the most expensive spell is MP wise
Looks
is
like I
the
can show
best.
my brilliance in full.
So Fiend Vanquisher we don't have access to yet. Boulder Knuckles imbues you with the power of Birth Phase and allows you to perform a frontal jab. The stack does more damage in inverse proportion to your current HP percentage. Yeah. This is one that we haven't built enough for. You know, I think we've probably got the right one going. Do less damage from enemies and will not flinch. Might be better off using enhanced defense. Maybe. Don't know how often I'll get around to using it, but and Earth Woppet, I don't know. I mean, Earth Woppet, it's all of the elemental Woppets apply a negative status ailment if you hit the enemy with it enough, unless they're immune to it. I don't remember what the Earth one does, but they're all to your advantage. So if it's taking damage from it, it's strong against fire and water. So fire, I don't know where that comes from, but that's a reason we tried fire once and we're doing like shit to him. Like it wasn't doing anything. And it does turn out that he's really strong against fire and water.
How could it be so? It reminds me of when father died in Xiangnan.
I don't think a warrior of Taishu's ferocity would resort to elixir. Something odd is going on. Well, now's not the time to ponder. Let's deal with the foes in front of us. They're hanging by a thread!
Any chance of receiving some help here?
Shall redeem my honor.
I'll show you the strength of the Swin bloodline.
Ow. Okay, hold on. I was really trying to hit the healing. Fuck! Okay. He's not happy with what we've been doing here.
This way. You have my thanks. I shall not falter twice.
We do almost got this, actually.
I'm impressed that you managed to push me this far.
Okay, Earth was the answer. For sure. Oh, we leveled up. That's nice. Alright, Taishitsi. Glad we got to meet you, and that you are now not a demon and you are working for us, presumably. Oh, boy. Yeah, no, I'm glad I would not have thought probably to switch to Earth. Maybe I should have. Maybe Earth is the opposite of water and I wasn't paying enough attention, but... Brother, I see that you swore a brotherhood oath with this guy. I'm offended.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to lend you a hand.
Oh, so he's going to be the one to defeat him, huh? I guess that makes... In the context of the novel, this makes sense. Unless we have another fight to do, in which case I'm not happy. That's a nice block of his super demon thing. I'll use my spirit to free you, so that I can be murdered by, like... It makes it all the sadder that he gets murdered, like, very shortly after this by,
I have never
the Taoist in black. Oh.
A man's conduct.
My mom gave me a big old spear, told me, don't turn into a demon monster.
Yet the Lord to whom I'm loyal, though upright and honest, lacks courage and foresight.
He's basically a piece of shit.
He regards my loyalty as insignificant, refusing to entrust me with important duties.
Duty. Sorry. Duty.
Thus, I marched onto the battlefield, seeking out a great lord worthy to wager my life for. And so, in a moment of life and death, I have finally achieved what I desired.
In this version of things, Taishitsi comes across as a bit of an egoist. His problem with his lord is just that his lord isn't giving him enough cool shit to do.
Who extended a helping hand to me when I was trapped in darkness.
And hit me with lots and lots of imposing slabs.
A true man's destiny is to wield his longsword and ascend the palace steps to serve the Son of Heaven.
Longsword?
I will not die until I have realized this goal.
But he does die. Like, I kind of don't even remember how he dies, because he just doesn't end up doing anything else in the book. But, we're not here to debate the wisdom, his profound wisdom in these proceedings. But he's got an ice whale, because, you know, why wouldn't he? Oh man, I was full of a lot of demonic power. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for eating me and my imitation Guan Yu beard.
Seems I have finally met the one who I am to serve until death.
Which is coming very soon.
Gather my men and join your force as proof of my loyalty.
Yeah, I truly betray your lord. It's great. Brother.
What do you think, brother?
Which brother, me or your new sworn brother?
Honor and integrity. He will certainly not let me down.
Not like you.
All right then. Where to now?
Oh, he's doing the snow punching his own hand thing.
There is another man whom I truly wish to invite to join us.
Gonning.
I've already taken care of that.
Okay, I was about to say, we can't have another stage. It's only supposed to be 3.
Allows me to fully showcase my talents.
Sure, why not? I really didn't get a chance to showcase them before.
What nonsense are they talking about?
I didn't even get a chance to do battle at all. But he does join. What the hell? I don't think there's another stage. Yeah, this is it. Doesn't really matter where the narrative is. 3 stages and then you're done. So that was Conqueror of Jiangdong, folks. We pick up 2 warriors. I guess we get to use them as allies in the other DLC? There's only 1 DLC left, so... Oh, is this going to be more inside information on what's... Shang Zhang gets to show up finally? I was kind of wondering when she'd show up. I guess they're saving her. You obtained Kun Peng's jade through swearing an oath. You're now called Taishitsi to assist through reinforcements. That was probably Shang Zhang. I would imagine she would be important in Wolong too, because... They didn't introduce her in the Wu DLC. They might have thought she was too important. And she's certainly not going to show up as part of the Shu DLC, which is all that's left. Kind of makes sense in retrospect. The design is, there's 3 DLCs. Excuse me, all about things that are kind of taking place off to the side of the main story of the main game with the 3 main factions, Wei Wu and Shu. Although I guess the... So the way DLC does have to be set after the main game, because the main game... Well, the main game kind of ends with the defeat of Yuan Shao. For everyone else's purposes. You go off, the hero, Anjin-san, Anjin-san from Neo, you go off and have an adventure where you defeat... I keep blanking on his name now. They finally revealed the Taoist in Black is the guy from the novel who's the evil sorcerer who kills Sun Tzu. And I'm blanking on his name, even though I should know his name. Yeah, so you go off and defeat him in a separate fight, and then you go to the village of the Sleeping Dragon and defeat him again. But these are kind of events that don't involve the other characters unless you just bring them along as as allies during those fights through the Sworn Brothers system or whatever. But for story purposes, yeah, Way's DLC takes place after the main game is done. Again, except I guess your fights against the Taoist in Black, like the last 2 chapters, there may be a significant span of time that's supposed to occur between the third to last chapter and the last 2 chapters. But the Wei one definitely takes place after the third to last chapter where we defeat Yuan Shao. The Wu one takes place before all that happens. Because the cinematics that occur at the end of the third to last chapter show Sun Tzu being killed by the Taoist in Black who's disguised as Sun Quan. I don't know when the Shu one is set, but I probably shouldn't start in on it right now because we'll run out of time. So I'm not going to finish it during this play session. I guess I really do need to make a decision about whether I'm going to go fight Gan Ning or not. And now that we fought the... I mean, I might end up regretting it, but I think I probably have to go try to fight Gan Ning. Let's see if one of these side missions appears to be a fight against Gan Ning. Because we have a whole chapter where we fight through these pirates and get to Gan Ning and defeat him, and then he strolls up and kind of laughs. Because he gets hired later. There's not a thing where he gets defeated in solo combat by somebody and they're about to behead him, but then Sun Tzu steps forward and says, "No, spare him. I want to offer him a job." It really, like the text just says he escapes from the battle having defeated Ling Tong's dad. Then there's like this narrative text that says, at this time an emissary was sent to Gan Ning to offer him a position with Sun Tzu, with Gan Ning accepted. And from that point on, Gan Ning works for Sun Tzu. There's no like story event like that. And there's a story event about Ling Tong's rivalry with Gan Ning, which is really what explains the rest of it, where like why would they be enemies at all? And blah 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 blah. So we got some coppers. We were kind of cycling through all these things at random, and now I'm remembering, oh, there's a reason we weren't. It's to unlock the best spells. But now I'm thinking we're just probably never getting to the best spells because we're going to run out of levels. And I'm gonna finish the last DLC on the default difficulty before we've done all that. And I don't think beyond that I'm going to be too concerned about it. So there's a level 30 perfect restoral. Oh, but that's the only one. Yeah, wood is the only thing I do have all the way up to level 40. So let's look and see if there's anything useful in the others up at like above 25. 30 overpower worse greatly. Yeah, okay. 40 scorch spinner. 30 fiend vanquisher allows you to charge forward. I don't think I care about that one. 30 for metal is molten calamity thorn. Use the metal phase attack that deals damage to enemies it touches. If those enemies are inflicted with any status ailments, they will be fully cured and will take additional damage. See, that one doesn't sound that good. It's knocking off status ailments. And metal has generally been my favorite of these spell types. 30 Phantom Eye Skull. Curse bolts that create mysterious fog on contact with enemies trained. Enemies that touch the fog will have reduced targeting ability. Yeah, that's some crap, basically. So what I'm seeing is that nothing, like, so I beeline to level 40 because Barbed Nightmare sounded pretty good, even though I don't think I've ever used it. None of the other spells that you get at 30 seem interesting, and I don't think we're getting anything to level 40. Maybe we will. But I think at this point, yeah, I can just go back to my boring old, let's just evenly level shit up strategy, and it'll be fine. And I guess we can use a little bit of time here for inventory management. We'll go ahead and do deliveries. So Sun Xuan has got an oath with us. The blue-eyed child helmet. Oh God, he's using children's gear. He's giving me a replica that includes the blue-eyed child greaves, because apparently that was too many things to appear in one message. So we'll want to go to our inventory and favorite and lock all of those. The halo is part of his Inherit of the Tiger set. We'll see. Ammo capacity. Projectiles. Swords. Alright, it is a ranged attack build, and ranged hasn't been a thing I've done very much with, so I doubt very seriously that we'll be using it. Alright, I'll tell you what we're going to do. So we finished the DLC in this video, and I'll take a minute, and between videos, maybe I'll take a look at what side ops are available. I either want to just charge through and try to fight Gan Ning in the next video, or I just want to do side missions, because either way, I got one more video I'm doing in this sit-down of this game, so I want to try to find something self-contained. And it's just possible that fighting through to Gan Ning leads to an entire failure video, although hopefully he won't be as bad as Taishi Ci. So I don't know what for sure we're doing next time, but we'll find out next time. Bye.